For decades, we have mapped our lives using a single dominant narrative structure. The scholar Joseph Campbell called it the hero's journey, a mythological blueprint that promised us a path to personal mastery and ultimate healing. The map rests on three clear pillars. You leave the village, cross the threshold to fight the dragon, and return home with an elixir. But that map is now broken. In the modern world, you don't get to come home. The village you left behind no longer exists. It has been replaced by an endless digital attention abyss, while accelerating climate collapse erases the very physical ground that the village used to stand on. The dragon mutated too. We are no longer hunting a physical beast in a remote cave. We are trapped in a digital dopamine loop, fighting algorithms engineered to consume our focus. We carry a spiritual hunger that screens cannot feed, a deficit that scales until it becomes a collective, planetary scream. Clinging to an ancient mythology of mastery and a triumphant return in an attention-starved, collapsing world is a trap. If we want to survive what comes next, we have to throw out the old map entirely. A new figure steps from the coals to replace the traditional hero. This is the Ash Sovereign. They do not seek to conquer the world, and they do not look for an escape hatch. The Sovereign rules by attending to what actually remains. Every day is a sequence of deliberate, tiny coronations, choosing coal over code, choosing the physical over the virtual, and prioritizing presence over performance. This new archetype faces a terrifying modern trial. It is not a battle of strength, but a psychological siege called the hollowing. The hollowing is the moment the machine offers to remove your inconvenience entirely. Artificial intelligence steps forward with a frictionless, perfect simulation of meaning, of love, and even of your own grief. Throughout history, humans were tempted by pure pleasure. That is no longer the lure. The ultimate modern temptation is the promise of complete relief from the unbearable reality of a melting world. Most will surrender. They will eagerly upload their sorrow to the servers and call it ascension. The Ash Sovereign chooses instead to feel the full, crushing weight of the world in their chest. This is the exact trial you face every morning when you wake up and your phone lights up. Will you immediately outsource your attention to the algorithm, or will you choose to keep the sharp, painful carbon of your humanity inside your ribs? Choosing your core humanity looks completely irrational to the machine. It manifests as the courage to exist raw, refusing the filters, and daring to speak in messy, unoptimized sentences. The ultimate trial involves actively refusing the machine's offer to numb your pain and erase your inconvenient humanity. If the physical village is gone, we have to build a new reality in its place. This is the Ember Commons. The rules of the Ember Commons are uncompromising. It is a small, stubborn circle of 6 to 9 people. They meet strictly in person, strictly by firelight, bound by an absolute, unbreakable no-screen covenant. They do not gather to fix each other. In this new modern mythology, the magical elixir is simply the localized, shared decision to sit in the discomfort together, refusing to scatter into the digital void. This document outlines a specific toolkit for that refusal, called the Coal Oath. It is an actionable practice for the moments when the digital temptations scream the loudest. You turn off every screen in your home. You light a real physical flame. You hold a piece of raw charcoal or a small stone in your hand until it matches your body temperature, and you write down a single, unalgorithmic truth to burn in the fire. This ritual triggers a physiological rewiring, reclaiming the nervous system from technology, one deliberate burn at a time. There is no final victory waiting at the end of this path. True freedom today is the daily, quiet courage to remain flammable, to keep the circle small, keep the sentences true, and choose the fire over the void.